something which we don't need. It's useless and it cannot be used further. The concept lies there. But the most important thing is using the waste efficiently, effectively, and putting it in resource now in our daily lives. So when we talk about waste, there are so many type of waste. There are waste which comes from fields, waste coming from other resources, like maybe the industries, maybe the places where there are textile industries and things like that. But the most major and basic source of waste that is produced is from our house. So now, when it's from our house, we should also know the different types of waste that are there. First, there is biodegradable waste. Then there are non-biodegradable waste. So we often see in our locality and household, we see there are two types of dustbin which are there, which is green and which is blue in color. The most important thing where we need to remember while throwing waste is segregating them. So we throw the biodegradable ones, which is the peels, the maybe the eggshells and the things like that, in that container which is green, and non-biodegradable like the plastic containers and the things which is glass in that non-biodegradable one. So we have to reduce and reuse and as well as recycle the whole waste process. So what we can do? The biodegradable waste which is produced from the kitchen and which can rot, basically we can make compost out of it. Try to make compost out of this biodegradable waste. Try to not waste so much of things. Try to use those peels in our daily life and work. And try to when we are washing rice also, if you can throw the water in the plants. Also, if you can throw the tea leaves which are not used anymore in the bottom of the plants, it can lead to good result. So when we are talking about non-biodegradable waste, which includes glass and plastic bottles, we should try to remember how to reduce using these things. Okay, so when we are using plastic, when you are buying plastic bottles, we have to reduce buying them and try to like crush it and throw it so that it's not usable once again. So if we keep some tips and tricks in mind, we can actually efficiently manage waste and also reduce the pollution that is created because of the whole thing. And please don't use plastic. Plastic really leads to a lot of damage, which includes damage to the water resources, damage to the plants, the animals out there. Try to not use plastic. Use paper bags, use containers which is made up of bamboo, but not plastic. The change starts from you. Be the change.
Hello, I am Aritu Saha of Class 12 ISC 2021 batch. I'm here to speak on waste management. Waste is anything unwanted. With overpopulation and productivity, the concentration of waste has increased to such levels which are affecting our nature and its resources. In 2016, it was seen that 2.01 billion tons of waste was produced. And it is expected that it will increase 70%, and in 2050 it would be 3.4 billion tons. This rapid increase has led to many devastating effects on human life, and we can escape it only by waste management. Waste management includes steps right from its disposition to purification. For that, the system of 3 R's must be introduced. It has to be started right from our household level and extended to national and international levels. We must refuse using the products that harm the nature when disposed of. We must try to reuse the products to its maximum efficiency and recycle them to make newer, useful products. The system must be generalized, and for that people must be made aware. For instance, we can start right from our houses by using the bioproducts for compost and the non-bioproducts for recycling. They say the more the merrier. We can inspire our siblings and encourage our friends and family to take initiative into this program. By this, we will move from household level to locality. In this world, social media has a great influence in public awareness. We can use that for inspiring people about this 3R system and how waste management is required. Nature is our only resort of survival, and we are quite responsible to save it. On emphasizing waste management is our prime importance. I would like to conclude by saying that we youth have the power to change a lot of things, and considering the present situation, uplifting waste management must be our prime priority. Thank you.
Hello, this is Arunima Haldar of ISC Batch 2021. I'm here to speak on waste management. It is almost rainy season now, and now our eyes will be witnesses to waterlogging and putrid smell in all our areas. And hence we will be able to experience one of the most irritating problems which man suffers in the 21st century, that is waste management. We are well aware of what causes waterlogging in our areas. The choked drains, the ill-used waste pipes, but very few people refrain from throwing the plastics into the drains. Thus, we in a kind of paradox bring forth our own inconvenience by trying to protect our own household and keeping it clean. I'm really astounded by the ideas of some people who think that dumping the waste into the drain cleans their household and also protects the environment. This is kind of funny, but it really is a problem which needs to be tackled in our country. My only question to these people is, where do you think these wastes are going once you dump them into the drains? The problem of waste management is international. While the developed countries like USA, UK have come up with innovative ideas of waste management and implemented them, the backward countries like India have really not made much advancement in these fields. I think the main problem lies in awareness. If the people really knew how unhygienic and harmful these wastes are for them, then I think they themselves would protest against such instances. People suffer from a large number of diseases in the industrial sector, like bronchitis, asthma, diarrhea. The rivers are polluted, air gets polluted because of the gaseous as well as liquid pollutants discharged by the factories into the air as well as into the water untreated. The factories do not treat the effluents which they discharge into the rivers. One of the exemplary examples of such an instance is in Kanpur, where about 450 million liters of waste is discharged into the water untreated by the tanneries which are present there. The government takes measures, allots funds, but all of it at last seems like a hollow sound or a hollow effort, unless the conscience of both the government and the residents bang them hard. The people are not going to learn. It is a duty of every person to look into this affair and look to the well-maintenance of the environment and well-management of wastes. The people really don't care, it seems, in our country. The measures for proper waste management are known to everyone. What awaits is implementation. Unless the people become aware of the harmful effects of waste to them, the country is never going to change, the surroundings are never going to change. Incessant complaining will never help. What helps is action. The standing as a passive spectator will never bring forth changes in our surroundings, our environment, or our country. What we need is active participation. So, bearing the words of Gandhi in mind, be the change you wish to see. Let's plunge into the active participation of managing waste in our country and gifting a new future to ourselves and also to our future generations. Thank you.
Hello everyone, I'm Anubhav Kormakar, I'm from Bengal. So being a citizen of a metropolitan city, we really need to know more about waste. Nowadays we really don't get to see people dumping or discarding their waste properly in a dustbin or a discard can, which is provided by the corporation or the government. We really pack it in a plastic bag and just throw it on the drain. But that's not done, We really need to know more about that. Medical waste are there, chemical waste are there, industrial, and so much more. We really need to know what they can do or what impact they have on nature. Because if we really discard a used needle or a cotton on open road, somebody might pick it up and use it for themselves or just reuse it. That is the main source of transmission of any sort of diseases which might be there on the needle or the cotton. Women's sanitary pads, used condoms and everything are lying everywhere in the street, open masks, gloves and all those stuff which are so very contaminated, and it has virus in it and hardly anyone does know about it. And now comes the management part of it. Discarding the proper waste in proper dustbins is the main thing we need to know. The red one for the medicals, the green one for the domestic and the yellow one for the chemicals. Half of the people don't even discard the proper waste on proper bin, and that is the main reason why there is so much pollution, why there is so much contamination and so on. People like drug addicts take the used syringes by people, like it is discarded from the road. People take that. Masks, due to the COVID infection, masks are lying everywhere, gloves and so on. People don't even try to or think of discarding that properly. We need to change that. I think we will sometime.